What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Out there on TikTok, drop it in the comments. Let me know where you are calling from tonight. What's going on? How you doing? People who are joining, drop it in the comments and let me know where you're calling from, especially if this is your first time coming through. Welcome to the 411. That's what's up. We have UK. What's going on? Zion, how are you? We are going to have a good show tonight. We have Vashayla Jules coming in. Hopefully, I'm saying this right because last time I think she had to correct me. So when she comes on, I'll have her explain tonight. But CEO of Vashayla Jules will be in the building tonight. It's Saturday the 29th. We only have a couple more, 2 more days left. And next thing you know, we'll be into February. So time is flowing on and on. And I can't believe it, but it's happening. It's real, right? This is reality. The new year was just here not too long ago. Now we're getting ready to start ushering in February. Speaking of February, y'all know what's getting ready to come up. It's Valentine's Day coming up soon. So for all of the lovers and friends out there, for the people out there who have little crushes going on, we got this great song of the day. Back in 1998 from Jennifer Page, Crush. I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was a nice little, joint to groove to back in the day. Fresh out of high school. Getting ready to get out of high school, if anything. Jennifer Page, Crush, 1998. So I want y'all to dig back a little bit. Go back. Let me know what type of trouble you were into or getting into or trying to get out of when you had some little crushes back in 1998. So who was your crush in 98? I'm going to just keep my mouth shut because when you start to do the math, you start to calculate things, it might not turn out well for some people. So we just going to keep it quiet right there. But welcome in, welcome in. For people out there on Facebook, thank you so much. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, DLive, Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate everybody watching the replays. But Zion is real. Sometimes things ain't right when you got crushes on people that you probably shouldn't have a crush on. And maybe they shouldn't have a crush on you either. Because maybe they might be in a situation, put it that way. But anyway, Crush by Jennifer Page. So go ahead and tag your friends if you are out there. Let them know what we are getting ready to do here inside the 411. Some real deep conversations. So far, into it a couple weeks, conversations have been real interesting. And we have sort of escaped our little madness for just, an hour. And we sort of go into a whole new dimension. And, that's exactly what it's about here every night on the 411 podcast. You never know where we're going to go. You never know who's going to come on. You never know what kind of conversation we're going to have. You never know what direction it's going to go in. So just stick around and hang around and see what's going on. So last night we had Mr. Kilo from North Carolina open up, shared his story. I gave him some advice, and he just, basically was sharing his story with everybody out here. So shout out to Kilo. This is about your second time coming on the show, and thank you so much. I see a lot of growth, see a lot of potential, and word of advice that I have to tell you is, or give you is, stay away from those scammers. The scammers are just out lately. Right before I came on, again, people asking, "Do you have your Cash App ID or this or that?" or "I'd like to give you something." If you trying to give it to me in that type of way, I don't even want it. Scammers, I can't help you. People asking for money, I can't help you. I can't help none of that y'all got going on. I don't want to know about no DHS, this type of stuff, that thing. I listen, all of that stuff, y'all can miss me with all that. I want nothing to do with it. But for those of you out there, stay away from these scammers, man. They are just ruthless, and it's just getting trickier and it's getting crazier because people are getting desperate in these situations and these times that we are living in. This cryptocurrency, the investors that be all on, and they got these nice profiles and what's your bank account number and this and that. We got to be smarter than this, especially at this point. Leah Abraham from New Mexico, thank you for supporting. Angela, and of course, the Shayla Jules is getting ready to come in a minute. CSE Essentials, Jason T. Davis from Los Angeles, California. YRE Hair Growth, Miss Nordia from Shea Heaven, and Zion. I see you out there on TikTok. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me tonight. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're sitting here dealing with some crazy temperatures right now here in Jersey. So, what's the weather like out there in UK? Sasha Nicole Jordan from Facebook, thank you for supporting as well. And of course, my brother, Mr. Nate Perry from Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Nate Perry out there. Thank you for all your love and support and the partnership that we've had over the years. I appreciate you. So I want to go ahead and take it back. I want to know, do you remember the day when you actually decided to get your life together? The day that you said, nah, I'm not going to complain no more. I can't blame you for anything. I can't blame you for anything. And I damn sure can't blame you for anything. If anything, I'm going to stop all of this complaining. I'm going to stop all of this finger pointing. And I'm going to just keep it real with myself and just start living my life. I'm going to get up, do what I got to do. No more complaints. No more. We done. Do you remember the day when you actually decided to say, okay, I'm going to take this plunge. I'm gonna make this challenge and I'm gonna make this a reality. No more complaining. It's just me, straightforward. I know when this whole pandemic started in 2020, a lot of people did that. A lot of people got it together. A lot of people said, nope, ain't doing it no more. I can't stay stuck here. I'm not gonna do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. For those of you out there that made that leap, made that jump, and you still here today, that's a living proof that you made the right decision. I mean, because it's over when you say it's over. And of course, it's over when you don't get up. But if you can keep getting up every single day and making it work and doing what it do, you're already winning. Because what happened yesterday is yesterday. We here today. So for those of you who struggle with letting go of the past, who struggle with not living in the moment and enjoying and soaking up every single thing that you have, listen, I understand. I'm right there with you. Been there, done that. Still living some of these things on each and every day. So, for those of you out there, just reminisce a little bit with me. Think back to that day when you decided to say, it's a wrap. I ain't complaining no more. I can't hold you to the fire. I can't even hold myself to it like that. We moving forward. With that, that comes about some reflection. Comes about some real reflection. And when you think about reflection, that's just basically, some deep, serious thought and consideration with your situation. So, what was your last reflection like? When was your last reflection? We can take it back. We can go and say, who was it about? What was it about? What was your environment like at that time? When did it happen? And what prompted you to have some real deep reflection? It's good to reflect. It's good to take it back. It's good to reminisce. It's good to know basically where you came from. Because if you know where you came from, you're going to have a better idea where you're going. So let's talk about this reflection. Serious, deep thought, or consideration. Have you had some serious, deep thought and some consideration over your life, where you're at, where you want to go, where you want to be? Some serious, deep thought and consideration about the people that are around you and your environment? Hmm. Let's check out Miss Fache. Let's see what she has to say when it comes to some reflection in her world.
Hello.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
Happy
good.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Happy snowy, cold, freezing. Can't stand it. Don't know what I'm going to do. When is spring coming? When is summer coming? I can't take it.
ASAP, ASAP, please, please.
Oh,
Because listen,
man.
I just was looking at the weather for everywhere. Yeah, I'm sure
Mm,
everyone's saying that.
it's craziness. So, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
So, I guess I really don't have nothing to complain about because it's kind of cold there too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad here. I don't know if it's as bad as New York right now, what I thought they were dealing with, but yeah, fun time.
So, how much snow did you get?
So I believe actually when I just recently checked, I think we got about 4 to 7,
Okay.
something like that. I'm not sure, but I know it's freezing, and I know tonight temperature is going to be 6 degrees. So
Mm. Yeah, we right there, 8 degrees.
yeah.
That's why I said I really don't have much to complain about because you got it too. You
Mhm.
surrounded by
Yes.
lakes, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Mm,
Yes. And
yeah.
so yeah, depending on where you're located in Cleveland, it's colder for sure. So
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah,
Craziness.
and it doesn't help either when people can't drive in it, even though they've been doing it for years. And the snow isn't like some fairy dust that was new. It's like this. We do this every year, people. Come on.
You know what I don't like though when I used to have to deal with it? People who, the, not people, but it's the truck drivers. They just
Oh
they
yeah,
just be so ruthless, man. They
yeah,
bust right on past you, breeze right on past you. Your car be spinning out of control, and they just keep it moving.
yep,
They'll
yep.
pull.
And like, sorry for you. You should have gotten stronger tires. I guess I don't know
They'll dump
what
all
they
kinds
think
of
about us
snow.
car drivers.
Yeah, dump all kinds of snow on the windshield and keep it moving.
Mhm. Yeah. Listen, and I have a sports car, so a lot of people are like, "Why do you have a sports car?" But it was like I feel like this when you if you can,
Hmm.
if you have to pay, car note or whatever your situation is, I feel like you should do it for something that you really want and not something that you have to do. Something piece of crap. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself to this car I really want.
What?
And you learn lessons in the beginning,
Hmm.
especially living where I live. So there was trial and errors, but I got some really good tires, and we make it through. But
So
wouldn't recommend it.
what kind of
I wouldn't recommend it.
what kind of car do you have?
I don't have a Camaro.
That is so funny that you say that because I have owned like three Camaros in my lifetime.
Really.
And I remember that when I first started driving, I
Mm-hmm.
thought that I was going to get out on 295 for those of you out there in New Jersey and turn it up during a snowstorm. And I did a complete 360,
Mm-hmm.
pulled over to the side of the road, picked my heart up off the floor, put it back in my chest, and kept on driving like I had some sense. But yeah, Camaros ain't nothing to play with when it comes to the snow.
No. And I can add to that because most people are like, it's a sports car, it's low to the ground. I'm like, well, it's 2020, so, sports cars aren't as low as they used to be back in the day. And I had like these, like, so when I got it from my dealer, I had these, had summer tires on, right? So they were
Hmm.
brand new, they had big treads. I'm thinking, summer tires, I'll be able to still get through. Again, not listening.
Hmm.
Um, I'm like, I'll be fine when the winter gets here. That's what happens to me. Winter time came, and as soon as I got on the freeway, I was sliding everywhere. When I say my heart came out of my chest
Hmm.
because this truck, this big old semi, like almost hit me because I was slipping and sliding all over the place. And of course, I didn't listen to my husband. I didn't listen to anyone. I thought I knew what I was talking about and what I was doing, and it was just scary. So I had to call a tow truck to come out, and it was a really bad winter day. So I was just like, this was actually last year, or actually 2020, and I was just like,
So
I was so terrified.
you had to
So
have a
yeah, always
tow
have the tired people in the wintertime.
you had to have a tow truck take you home because you just couldn't. It wouldn't work.
Because I had so I didn't have snow tires or what's the other tires, all around tires or whatever. I don't know the tire term, but basically I had summer tires on a car, and summer tires are literally for the summer. Like and I didn't believe that. I'm like, tires are tires, it has tread on it. I'm thinking that's just the name that they gave it,
Hmm. Hmm.
No, 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 no. I learned the hard way, so yeah,
So I want to take it back a little bit about your hometown. So, what
sure.
are some things that there to do in Cleveland, Ohio?
Well, I think I mentioned this the last time we were together. Shopping, of course, it's not like a big city, but it's a city.
Hmm.
Cleveland. I've heard people make jokes about Cleveland. Of course, I've heard people love to hear it. Depends on the person and where you're from. But I would say good food and shopping is like the main thing. I mean, we have Cedar Point, we have Kalahari. I don't know if you ever heard of
Oh,
that.
now let me tell you about Cedar Point.
Hmm.
Now that's in Sandusky. So from Sandusky to
Yep,
Cleveland, how far is the distance?
30 minutes.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah, it's
that.
not
That's
that
what's
far.
up. So next time I go there, I'm gonna definitely go a little bit further to get to Cleveland. But
Yeah, 30, 40 minutes, depending on what part you're in.
Cedar Point is out of control. Do you like amusement
Yeah.
parks?
Say that again. I don't know why you were going out for a
I said,
second.
do you like amusement parks? Do you do the roller coasters?
I did when I was younger. I haven't been in years, so but yeah, I think I'm thinking. I was thinking about going recently. Well, this last, when they were lifting up, oh, you guys don't have to wear the mask and all that fun stuff. And I'm gonna go, but then things, numbers started spiking back up. So I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And then it's hot, and you have to wear a mask, and then you have to walk and be around so many people. So
Mm,
I didn't think it was safe health
hmm.
wise, so I didn't do it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to experience that again. So it may just be a long, long memory. But it
I
used to be fun.
I did it for Disney last year, so I
Oh, did you? Was it
understand
fun?
not wearing a mask. It wasn't in a hot ass summer like that.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, how do people enjoy themselves when
No,
you have to have your mask on in the heat all day? Like, and you can't breathe.
well,
So,
when you it's only when you're standing in line, which is stupid. Well,
right. You
maybe
have
it's
to walk past people.
maybe it's not though. When I think about it, maybe it's not. But when you are walking about, you don't have to have it on. But as soon as you get in the line, you have to put it on.
Yeah, I
So
don't think
maybe.
that makes a difference. I don't think the virus knows the difference.
But I was like, wait a minute. We're standing in line. Oh, this is the part that I didn't like. We're standing in
Mm-hmm.
line, right? But we're
Mm-hmm.
outside. Like, hello, all this open air here. I could see if we were
Yeah.
inside of a building, stand next to each other, but we
Well,
were standing
yeah.
outside, all this open air, and we got to put a mask on. I just didn't understand it.
I don't know. I mean, but isn't that how it's spreading anyway? Even when you're outside, like I don't know. I
What
just keep my mask on when I'm around other humans.
other
Honestly,
humans?
family, whoever you are, I just wear my mask. If you're not my husband or
Fam-
like maybe like my grandma, other than that, I pretty much wear my mask.
so, so all family, like cousins and stuff.
Yes, yes, sir. People be like, "Oh, can you pull it down real quick for a picture?" No, like the picture, I can still catch it for that 1 second. I pull it down. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm.
And so, yeah,
I understand. I know where you're coming from.
yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I hope you enjoyed that time at Disneyland, even though the mask part was a hot mess.
I did. It was only Disney that was real strict. Other parks were okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
Universal Studios, they were wide open. You didn't even have to wear it. They weren't even. They didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of places that don't, and then if I'm not mistaken, those are the places where it's high cases.
Now, in your hometown, your area, do you have to wear a mask now again? Is it tightened back up?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, of course, it's a new variant, and I guess it's still regular COVID out there too. So,
Which one? Which one is this called now? Because I know we got like three or four of them now.
the only one I know about is the Omicron, aka Omania. That's the
Mm.
only one I know about.
Well, there's another one lurking somewhere.
Really? I
Yes,
haven't heard.
something with an E.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't be. Honestly, I used to be on social media a lot more. Not saying that's the only place you can get your information from, but typically,
No, I.
that's where the news comes from in a sense, unless you literally go to a news station or their
Mm.
website.
Oh, you mean just
So,
news in general?
yeah, so I
Hmm.
haven't heard about it because, like, I'll post about my business. I may scroll, try to support people, and then I get off.
Hmm.
Like, I'm like, the older I'm getting, the more I'm drawing back from social media, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you 100%. What's up, all y'all
Yeah.
out there? What is that? Heart Made Skincare LLC. If you still out there, let me know where you are calling from. And Mr. Nicholas, how are you doing? Welcome in to the 411. So, what's new? With now, am I saying it right? Did I say it right for Shayla Jules?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is I said. Shayla's Jewels. Well, we have over 100 products, and we do have some new things coming for February for the holiday. Say holiday. Well, that is a holiday for some people. Valentine's Day, and I have some other things in the works after that. And so, yeah, I want everyone to go shop, 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 and enjoy. I always tell people what I make is fun jewelry or eclectic jewelry because you can pair it with your real jewelry. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Now, do you celebrate or will you be celebrating Valentine's Day?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. I've been with my husband since high school. Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Yeah.
does he have to walk through the door with something or there's going to be a problem?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
That
that's
is
good. That's
so
good.
silly to me. That's why I said it's a holiday for some people, but no, not me.
So now, do you go out or you stay home and cook?
We mixed it up
Mm.
depending on what we're in the mood for. Because again, everything in the winter time is like oh, they want to be out there in the cold. I just feel like as humans, we shouldn't have to go outside until it snows. But
Mm.
so yeah, depending on what vibes we have going on, we may do something in the home. My husband is the cook in the relationship. Unfortunately, I'm not that great. I'm getting better though, and
So,
sometimes we'll just go somewhere and do something fun, or he'll plan something and surprise me. So
So,
But of course, we've all come from humble beginnings. So, those days it was something cute, little cards, little
mm-hmm,
chocolate from Walgreens, little cute stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
And if he just brought me that, I would be fine with that, even though I know he can just, go buy me something expensive. But it's the little things that count.
That is so true. So you
So, yeah,
said that you aren't a cooker, but you're
I
getting
am
better.
not a cooker.
Neither am I. Neither am I. And so you said you're getting better. So are you finding yourself cooking more now, or is it about the same?
I'm making attempts. Even if they're failed attempts, I'm
Hmm.
still making attempts.
So I have to
So
tell you,
I'll
I
just
have
leave
to,
it there.
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
And we just gonna keep it between me and you, and we ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Oh, okay.
Right? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It ain't getting better.
No.
It's
First
not
of all,
getting
that is
better.
not true.
It's
Okay.
not.
I've gotten better with some things. Like I can cook. I'll just tell you, I can cook spaghetti. I can
Hmm.
make fried chicken. And what else can I make? I can make salmon.
You know
I
what
make
I tell
salmon.
people? Cause
What?
I cook up stuff, and people be like, "Oh,
Mm.
what did you make?" I made
Uh-huh.
something for me, but honestly, I don't think that I would be able to make this again. First of all, and number two, I don't believe that I would make anything for you. Because listen, if I don't like it, I can get rid of it, throw it in the
Mhm.
garbage, be like, all right, well, that was a failed mistake. Guess we won't do that
Right.
again. But
Mhm.
to give somebody my cooking, mm, not good. That's what I
So
have to
you
say.
feel like you're that bad? It's that bad.
No, it works for me. I don't know if it will work for you.
Oh, well, have you heard opinions from others when they have tried your cooking?
Have I done what?
I said, have you heard opinions from others when they have tried your cooking?
Well, if I have to cook for people, they love my food because of the
Oh,
places
well, then
that
I mean you can cook.
I get it from.
Wait, are you saying you're the person that takes the already prepped meal and just put it
Absolutely,
on the plate?
absolutely. And they'd be like, "You made this?" Sure did.
Hey, I saw something for Thanksgiving. It was some real someone did, and they had bought like a nice little juicy piece of like a big little bird, and they were like, "How would they know?" It's like that little "How would they know" sound or whatever, and they
Mm,
just plated it, added their little potatoes, and I was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, if you didn't do this video, they wouldn't have known."
the whole
That's
chickens
funny.
and stuff. The whole chickens, I'll get one, stick it in the
Mm-hmm.
oven so that it's nice and warm. Pull it out, and guess what that means? That I made it.
What? Well, yeah. I mean, when you put it that way, and if you add a little sprinkle of salt or pepper, yeah, you did. That's funny.
But yeah. So, what else?
I can bring up any subject you prefer, or
No, we were
whatever you want to talk about.
still on the Shayla Jules, the business.
Yeah.
We all over the place, just so that you know it is what it is. So
Yes, theshaylasjules.com. I would love if everyone could follow me on other platforms outside of Instagram. I am trying to work on frequent. Sorry, I have a brace, so certain stuff doesn't come out the way I need it to. So let me rephrase that. I try to promote myself on all the different platforms,
mhm.
but it's because I'm the boss and the staff. It's just a lot of work. But I am trying to get better at that. So everyone can follow me on TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, and
Oh,
of course Instagram, Facebook. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
and
following you on YouTube, but is it Shayla Jules?
yeah, and I
Okay.
don't post there much. I need to get better at that. And I don't do like lives and people do like the You're watch me package. So it's different things that I'm trying to think of, different like ideas and things like that that I'm trying to come up with.
Mm.
But I still feel like I have my own little things that I have going for myself, and it's been working so far. Um, and yeah, I feel like I have some really cool items. Like I mentioned earlier, we have fashion jewelry, so it's like you can piece it with. I feel like if anyone watching out there, if you go back and watch some of my reels, I include my jewelry from the Shayla's Jewels with my real jewelry, and I
Mm.
feel like you kind of can't even tell. So yeah, I feel like it's a good brand, and I hand make everything for the most part. I do purchase some items and resell them, like the sunglasses and things like that, which would be really cool in the future if I can make my own sunglasses. That is something that I would definitely like to do in the future. And I just want to continue to get educated within the jewelry business. So I plan on, presenting more cooler things to you guys. And I try to think outside of the box. My saying for my jewelry is disruptive innovation jewelry is what it's called. Disruptive, excuse me. Sorry.
This.
And again, it's the braces. You guys don't judge me. But anywho, it's disruptive innovation jewelry, and it's just basically jewelry that it's a part of a conglomerate of jewelry makers. But I feel like mine is a little different, just a little bit.
Mm.
And I'm trying to expand that to the point where I can broaden that, and I really want to make really cool pieces. And eventually, I would like my brand in the future to be where I do end up making still fashion jewelry, but also real jewelry.
So, what made you pick jewelry to go after?
Well, I love fashion and I love jewelry, and I admire a lot of the different jewelers out there. And there's this lady who started off back in, I believe it was 2013, and her name is Amani Isradi. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And she makes like really um, eclectic jewelry, and it's all handmade.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to the point where she just grind for so long to the point where she got a shoe deal with Nike. I believe it was Nike, or was it Puma? My apologies. This was so many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But she got a shoe deal to design a shoe, and she designed jewelry. So
Oh
I
wow.
feel like jewelry, yeah, jewelry and fashion definitely coincide, and I feel like they are have always inspired me to just um I don't know, clothes and jewelry just make me happy, and I've always admired her when I came across her jewelry, and at the time, because I was still young and up and coming, just trying to figure out things, I never knew where to start. But
Mm.
she was an inspiration to me, and she inspired me to want to do it. And I feel like the world just gave different platforms for business owners to be able to create the things that they would like. I
Absolutely.
feel like it wasn't as easy back then, and I just feel like now it's like if you have a dream, it's now is the time to really start. If you had started already, 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago, now is the time because there's a lot of different ways now to
Mm-hmm.
make the
Mm-hmm.
dreams come true. So
Yeah, that is so true. Like those are some great
yeah,
words. And when you were looking up to what's her name again?
I believe Amani Rani. I may be mispronouncing it, but that's how I believe it's pronounced.
We'll just call her Amani because I'm gonna mess it up. But um,
Mhm.
did you watch the whole process? Like, had she already had her deal by the time you came across her, or was she still in the process of, hustling and grinding?
I think I started to follow her. Well, not follow her because I don't know if Instagram was around then or not. I'm sorry, I haven't got. I got my Instagram like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not for sure how long it's been around. But yeah, I came across, I don't remember how I even came across her, to be honest. And she had her jewelry just was bold and bright colors, but it was different from any jewelry that was out there. Because I feel like a lot of businesses make the same thing over and over and over. And of course, that's working for them, but I feel like it's people out there who want their own jewelry that stands out. And when I saw that, I was just so amazed by just the different pieces because I never saw it but before, but I couldn't afford it at that time, and so I just used to just watch her and her journey, and then I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 years later, she got that deal. So
Hmm.
yeah, and she's from what I read about her bio and her history, she she worked for where she's at now. Definitely,
That's what's up.
yeah.
A time to share wine. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. All right.
All
So
right.
now at this point, um, let everyone know one more time where they can follow you at and anything that you'd like to let us know.
Sure. So my website is theshaylasjewels.com. That's VASHALAS Jewels, actual word. And you can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, and I do have some new jewelry coming in February for Valentine's Day, and we have some really cool stuff coming for 2020 just throughout the year, of course. And I'm just looking and learning different things and materials and metals, and you know, I just hope you guys, continue to support me and follow me and promote me and all this fun stuff that we all do on here that I really love. How we all support each other is so awesome. And yeah, I just hope that as you guys continue to see my journey, you see my growth, because I'm really passionate about jewelry, and um, I wish I would have started a little sooner. But again, like I said, I felt like we didn't have the avenues that we have
Mm-hmm.
now to make those things happen. So yeah, follow me, buy some things. I have even $5 items if you feel like you're breaking the bank. But my price range I feel is pretty reasonable,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's very affordable. And I plan on also creating gift cards for customers, and I want to do some fun stuff. So I'm coming up with some cool and fun ideas, and I just stay tuned.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. And
Thank you.
when you think about like you wish that you should have done it sooner, I mean,
Hmm.
I try my best. It's easy to fall into that mindset, but I
Hmm.
try my best not
Hmm.
to because
Yeah.
had you started it before,
Hmm.
maybe the outcome would not be exactly what it is supposed to be today. So I
That's
truly
true.
believe that everything happens for a reason and timing is everything. And this whole
Yeah.
pandemic definitely opened up the door for those who were ready at that time to go ahead and jump
Yeah.
and make that move. So I think you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to add too that I started my business in 2018, but I didn't launch until the beginning of 2020, right before the pandemic was the pandemic.
Hmm.
And being a new business and that happened, it was like, what do I do? How do we go about this? Like, is people gonna still buy jewelry? It's the pandemic. I don't think anyone cares about stuff like that. So it was very scary. And I invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it, and I was just like, what is this thing? What is because we didn't know what it was.
Right.
I definitely salute everyone who started right before the pandemic and right during the pandemic and after. I mean, well, not after, but you know what I mean, in the midst of it all,
Yeah.
because it's we're still trying to figure out how to deal with it, and especially with deliveries and things like that. That was something that was challenging at first,
Hmm.
but of course that was a challenge for everyone everywhere all over the world. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You said it. You said after, so that means this thing is over, right?
I don't know. You just told me there's a new variant that I haven't learned about yet. That I'm going to go Google when we're done.
It's all over the place. What's going on, Moyo? How you doing?
Hi, thanks for joining me.
So now, um, I want to get into a burning question. So when I think about life and everything in general, we talk about, you know, wish we could have and this, that. Maybe we should have started then. We had that whole discussion. So when it
Yeah.
comes to reflection, what's the last thing that you reflected on? Why were you? Do you set yourself up to make sure that your surrounding is a certain way? What does the word reflection mean to you?
That's a good question. I guess I kind of mentioned it already when it comes to achieving my goals as far as my dreams. Because I always think like, well, I used to think like, I don't want to be that person where I get older and I regret that I never tried. And so I guess the way I self reflected was like, you really did this. Like you, I didn't think it was possible. I really didn't think I could do it. I was literally like, how do I start? I didn't know where to begin. And I don't know anybody personally. Well, at the time, I didn't know anybody personally who made jewelry. So I was just like, how do I go about this? And just looking back, like, I just celebrated my 2 year anniversary.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And so, yeah, I feel like that can mean so many different things. Well, you said what it means to me. So,
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
everybody has their own way of dealing with it and what they do and how they
yeah,
handle it.
yeah. I mean, I just look at myself and just I guess reflect and say, hey, this is where you were and look where you are now. Like I didn't never think I could be in business first of all, and then let alone 2 years. Like, is this for real? Like sometimes I feel like this is really happening, especially when I get like a big order. It just
Oh, that's
makes me
great.
super excited. And then, oh, that's one other thing I forgot to mention. I do give out free gifts with each order. So
Mm.
you would get a fun gift. And yeah, so definitely shop with me because you'll get a free gift as well.
Right.
And so, yeah, so that's my take on self reflecting.
Okay. Now, intentional, the key word intentional. So, all of your words intentional these days? And if not, when was the last time you had to apologize for something that you said?
So, hmm. So I'm not sitting here saying like I'm some perfect human being because none of us are. I mean,
Hmm.
none of us are, right? But I'm like, I would have to really think about that because um, I've been social distancing, so I don't know how to answer that.
Well, I mean, I'll, I would say that my words are intentional these days. Like, I'm not so quick to fire back and say something because I don't like apologizing. That's the first
Okay.
thing. I've done so much apologizing and oh, I'm sorry this, I'm sorry that. I won't do this again. I won't say this again. That uh, I don't. I'm very careful now with who I talk to
Hmm.
and who gets a chance to share, that personal space and time with me. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and I agree with that. I totally agree with that because I feel like sometimes when you are a good person, sometimes you can find yourself apologizing for something that you shouldn't even be apologizing
Shouldn't be
for.
apologizing
So
for. So
yeah,
I wrote something in my book about that because I got tired of it, and then I would sit here and
yeah,
say, "What the? Why are you apologizing for something
Mhm.
that was clearly not right? So
Mhm.
I said, my message was clear, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep saying this. My message was always clear. You know that wasn't right what you did, but
Mhm.
my delivery was horrible. How I came to you, that wasn't right. But the reason why I came to you, you know. So
Exactly.
I had to stop myself from apologizing. So my message had to get real clear. So my words definitely did have to be very intentional. And sometimes when you know that you ain't gonna say the right thing or you're not gonna do the right thing, it's
Mhm.
best to sit in some silence and zip it up. Because once those words come out, you know full well that we can't take that stuff back.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's good that you even that's. I feel like that's self reflection because that some a lot of times, and especially depending on, I feel like because I don't even say age. I feel like wherever you are in your life mentally, because some people are younger and have more sense than people that are older, vice versa,
Mm,
whatever. So
ain't that the truth? You got
I
some.
feel like I feel like that makes sense that you do that, and I think a lot of us should do that, or a lot of us do that because that doesn't do nothing but ruin the rest of your day, messes with your energy, and energy is really a real thing. Like you can
Mm,
receive someone's energy just from a text message or a phone call. Like it's weird, but it's true. And some people are energy suckers, so that's the best way to go about it. And then they're over there feeling how they feeling, and you're having happy days.
mm. Ain't it so
So
true? It's so true.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. We got through everything.
thank
I
you.
give you one.
I enjoy talking to you. We
I
have good chat.
Yeah, we do. I'll give you an opportunity to go ahead and let us know where we can follow you at again.
Yes, follow me at theshaylasjules.com. And if you're into fashion, you can also follow my personal page. It's in my bio. I'm not posting as much right now, but I will be getting back into that again. It's just right now with my business, I'm a little busy. So, but yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, theshaylasjules.com, and it's the Shayla's Jules all the way across the board on TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat. Um, I'm getting better at posting on all of those apps, but I frequent and Facebook. Sorry, I forgot about Facebook, but I frequent Instagram the most. So yeah, I would love to support others. I love supporting so many people. Like I just again, I love the support that we have for each other on this app. I feel like sometimes some people feel like you're their competition, so they don't want to support you. But I will say there's a lot of us who sell the same exact thing. And when
Mm-hmm.
I say we support each other every day, it's amazing. And I've never met these people a day in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's so such an abundance of love that I'm receiving from a lot of strangers, and I love to give that back. So follow me, I'll follow you guys back. And yeah, shop with me and look out for our Valentine's collection that'll be out soon.
That's what's up. And so true about the support out there. You know, it
Yeah.
was always said to me, what God has for you is for you. And when you
Mhm.
can stay in that mindset and that mind frame, you ain't got to worry about no competition or anything like that. Because if
Yes.
you're doing your work and you're putting your time in, you can't be lazy, you can't be slouching. But if you're doing what you're
Mhm.
supposed to be doing, everything will work out fine. Um,
Absolutely.
I stopped worried about it a long time ago.
Absolutely. I mean, and can I just add that I know a lot of us business owners, I see people do it all the time, and I know I was a stickler for doing this as well, where, certain people is like, oh, support me, but I'm like, people who want to support you are going to support you, and people
Hmm.
who don't, they just don't, and that's okay. But I get it, a lot of us want the love and then receive so much love from people we don't know. It's like, wow. So I
Mm-hmm.
just, love seeing everybody doing their thing, and I get inspired. I hope people get inspired by me. Like I said, well, I didn't say this, but I know I mentioned this to you out off the podcast that there was groups of women, like we did like this fun thing where everyone like joined this group, and we just like, hey, we know each other. Let's show each other love, and we did that for like a few days, and then we just left the group, and it brought more it brought more eyes to our
Mm.
business, and of course follows and things of that nature. So shout out to everybody who just loves
Now,
supporting each other and being bosses at the same time.
now I'm gonna get myself into some trouble.
Oh
you
no,
just you
what?
just crack me up. My mind is always thinking. So you said y'all got
Yes,
together and y'all had a
yes,
group, right? And then all of a sudden
yes.
everybody just left, right?
Mm-hmm.
See what happened when a bunch of women get together?
Hmm. What you about to say over there?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay. You can tell me on phone.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. And
You're
we'll see you
welcome.
next
Thank
time.
you. And I love your earrings. Can I see them really quick?
Oh, yeah. Remember I was talking to you about it? Can you
Yeah,
see?
they are
Remember
cute.
remember the thing that I sent you?
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna look at it once
Oh,
we get off because I
mhm.
was doing other stuff. My apologies, but I am gonna look.
You'll see what I'm talking about when you look at the
Okay, I
picture.
like those though. Those are really pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you again for having me. It's always a pleasure. I think you're a fun time. You're very hilarious, and
Thank you.
hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Absolutely. All right. We'll definitely
Yes.
keep in touch.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, and enjoy that snow too.
Listen, I'll just add this part because I am a small business owner. Thank God I work from home.
Oh,
Just
that's
thank
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Now,
So
now,
I am a salute to everybody, and I just want to say this too: salute to everybody who has to be out there, who has to be in these cold temperatures, who has to be, you have to deal with human contact every day because you're basically risking your life. Shout out to everybody,
that's
and
true.
the people who have the blessings to be home. Count your blessings, guys. It's scary out here.
It sure is. And we
Yes,
in for a ride, so everybody buckle up.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
You're welcome. All right. Take care.
All right, you
Have a
too.
good
Talk
night.
to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. So there y'all have it. CEO, owner of Shayla Jewels in the build tonight, all the way from Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you so much to the people who joined. I know TikTok, I saw a bunch of people out there. Thank you so much. Black Success Business, Moyo was out there. Time to Share Wine, Nick was out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And all of you out there, if half the time, I never know who's out there, but if you're out there on Facebook, thank you. I appreciate you. Anybody who's watching from Twitter, YouTube, D Live, Twitch, thank you so much. People who come back the next day and watch the replay, definitely appreciate you all. If you want to support the 411 podcast or Reading Between the Lines, go ahead and click that link above all of my social media platforms. And you can go inside of Volume 1.5 Deliberation Remix Journal. And if you purchase a book, that will help support the 411 podcast and Reading Between the Lines. And of course, I have to thank my executive producer, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me to come out here and give you all the 411 podcast one more time in life. Now, tomorrow, we're going to go to Cali. We have Atlas, artist, musician, singer, rapper. He does it all. Fitness. I'm going to call him a fitness guru. We're going to go to Cali. He's going to show us what he got going on. Atlas Titan, right here tomorrow. 10 p.m. 411 podcast. Set your reminders. You know, let it do what it do. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10 p.m. right here. Take care, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Take care, y'all.